Hey guys, Fatman here, and I have a gameplay and some news update. I wanted to talk about this for some time, but I never had the time to even make a video. So what I wanted to talk about is me concentrating more on Overwatch on YouTube and working on my Overfortress channel instead of just placing TF2 videos. I see no point of making TF2 videos anymore because I get like 50 to 100 views on those, but it's not about the views, it's about what you like basically. And I'm playing with my friend Toy Soldier here. If you meet any nice guys on Overwatch, good luck, and probably you should add them, since some people are nice, some are not. Basically now it's 10 seconds left till the escort, and I will show you my new strat, which is inspired by Muscle. Thank you, Muscle. And basically what you do is you put some stuff, you put Tjorborn Sentry on the payload, and then the Reinhardt uses it as a tactical advantage. Also, one thing I wanted to talk about: how did why are people always camping here? Like, they always just die at the end. That's what I really don't get it. And why don't they have any bastions? Then we will surely win. You know what I really think Hanzo should have? Should have like a poisonous arrow instead of maybe the scatter arrow or something, so you can switch it. And the poison arrow does a little less damage, but over time it kills the enemy, which is pretty awesome. And one thing I really don't get, why Genji has more abilities than Hanzo. Like, literally it can double jump and it can do a lot more attacks, but just not so, it's just so hard to use for Genji, I mean. And well, we're not doing so good so far. Hopefully we'll play better soon. So I have decided to go Tjorborn. Now people are asking me, why do I go Tjorborn on the fence? Like, it seems like I'm throwing, but I think Tjorborn is very good for offense actually. You might hate this video for it, but just how I feel like it. Because basically Tjorborn has its own sentry and then it's OP on its own. That's what really is awesome. You don't have to actually worry about the sentry, you can just place it down and run and make it as a distraction. That's the best thing about Tjorborn on offense. I know I'm probably the 1% of people that uses Tjorborn on offense, and the other percent is like trolls. But I think if you place the Tjorborn sentry on the payload, it's almost unstoppable. Especially if you had the Reinhardt one. And I think the Molten Core recharges pretty fast. Talking about Molten Core, I'll show you how the payload works. The only negative of this side is that you have to be secured. Like, you have to know when's the time to deposit the sentry, the turret, and when's the time like to use your Molten Core. And especially the sentry just stands there, you know. You can't defend it or anything. Especially people will try to destroy it, like right now, which is pretty stupid because I don't think I can just place a new one. But still, if you don't place a sentry at the start, it's not really worth it. Like, if they're securing the thing already, I don't really see the option is in this threat. But the real awesome thing is that you don't even have to care for the sentry, you can just place it and then you kill other people. That's what I really like. What I really think that makes Tjorborn great is people who think about the positions. This position right now I use is pretty bad because everybody can see the position here, but it can still get some, you know, kills only with assist though. The real problem also with Tjorborn is that its gun is like a fucking water gun, bubble gun. and that's what really minds me actually. It's very slow with firing, so I mostly use shotgun, but if you miss like 2 to 3 shots, you're done, you're dead. The other good thing about Tjorborn is that it has so much scrap on offense. That means more armor for tracers, more armor for everyone else, you know, Mercy and everyone else that needs armor basically for your whole team. Who needs Zenyatta or who needs Lucio when you have armor, right? And that's what I was talking about. Like, if you place your sentry on payload while it's secured, you can say bye bye to yourself and the sentry as well. What I really don't like in this one is that they are too OP and the levels were unbalanced. See this? They're just like spawn camping us. But hopefully we can still win this one. Oh, and I guess we need to talk about the last video. The last video was basically showing people why they buy these loot boxes. You can get them for free and they cost €1, like they should cost 20-50 cents. That makes no sense for 4 items. You know how absurd is this? So I just made this video for a joke, of course. But let's not get off the topic right now. What I want to talk about, Tjorborn on offensive. Well, it's meant for defense, but I think it should be balanced class. I know this is pretty stupid, and that yes, there are a lot of other better offense classes, but it's pretty fun to use in my opinion, and it can be pretty OP when you use it tactically and right. But then again, it's always better on defense. Still, I think it can get some nice kills, and it's still better than, let's say, Mei on long range maps, and maybe some others I won't mention. Well, I'll just wreck this Winston right now. That's how OP the Sentry and Tjorborn can be. Boom, 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 and I killed like half of it, which is pretty cool. But the most helpful thing is armor, I guess. And that means if you have a Sentry and a Tjorborn, it's double trouble. But just be sure to get your shots right. Don't be like me, I miss every shot, and that really doesn't help my skill. And especially watch out for soldiers on Genjis, I guess. Just shoot them off with a shotgun, blast their face off, and you'll be good to go. Another thing, Tjorborn has some pretty nice skins, we all have to admit that. If you look at the pirate skin and some others, it's pretty awesome. Unfortunately, we lost this game, but it was still pretty fun to play with Tjorborn. So, playing Tjorborn on offense, the pros are you can put it on a payload, the Sentry, you get some good advantages if you put it on a roof or something and they won't notice it, and you put the molten core. But the bad advantage is that the Sentry can get easily killed if they spot your Sentry first, or something like that, if they spot you especially. And Tjorborn isn't like very strong, but it is just like, I don't know, it seems like a normal character to me without any strong attacks. So anyway, if you like the video, just thank you for subscribing, and this is Fatman signing out.